Today I'm reviewing my bubble machine. Come on in, welcome to my home. Today I have a sponsored video, My Bubble Machine. They reached out to me and wanted me to test out this product, and I'm so glad that I did. This one is fun. This is a lot of fun. In fact, this was more fun than what I ever thought it would possibly be. Okay, so what is it? It's my bubble machine. Everybody needs a bubble machine. Some of you are saying, but I really don't need a bubble machine. And I'm going to say you might be surprised at what you can do with this. Okay, let's start off with the basics. What do you get? You get a bubble machine, of course, and some bubbles come with it. And it also comes with an adapter, so that way you can then plug it in and go, but it has a battery spot where you can put in batteries. And it comes with extra belts, so that way if it breaks, you can replace it and keep the wheel turning. So, okay, why would you want to use this? Well, I can tell you why. It all started with I had a family get-together, and I thought, well, what fun would it be to have a few bubbles blowing around in the wind as people came in? Well, it was a lot of fun because it was more than just a few bubbles. It was a lot of bubbles blowing around in the wind. And it was so good and so much fun, and it put a smile on everybody's face because it's just, you feel like a kid again as you're walking through this whole thing of bubbles. And everybody did. Everybody was like, wow, this is really cool. So what happens when you get this? Well, when you get this, you can do what I did, which was plug it in. And I tested it out on my porch. So I plugged it in and I thought, well, I'll have a few bubbles. They'll probably be a little bit messy. And it wasn't. It was a ton of bubbles. Ton of bubbles everywhere. It wasn't messy. In fact, I am crazy enough to do this inside, which if you're not in a place which you can clean up easily, you might not want to do this. But inside, it's a lot of bubbles. The really cool part about that is it's not really loud. It's not loud, and it's just a whole wave of bubbles surrounding you. In fact, I went from my porch, because I have neighbors right beside me, to my mom's porch. And she was just leaving. As she looked around, she said, why are there bubbles coming from my porch? And so she even backed up to see where all the bubbles were coming from. It is that many bubbles. It is so fun. And I thought to myself, well, what else could I do with a bubble machine? Well, there's something cool, which I'd never even thought of. I was sitting there on my porch thinking, well, what would it be like to just do a nice relaxing, put on the headphones and watch the bubbles? Well, this is what it was like. Watching bubbles with your bubble maker on is amazing. Put on your favorite music and just relax. Enjoy it. It is so cool to have the bubbles surround you while listening to whatever it is that you love to listen to. And that's what I did. I listened to it and I had a blast, and it made me feel like a kid again. Then I thought about, well, I do morning meditation. What about bubble meditation? Yeah, that's a thing, or at least it should be a thing. Bubble meditation, just sit there, let the bubbles come around you. And it's so relaxing. It lifts up your spirits. It is so much fun. You can do all sorts of things with the bubbles going around you. Now, I will warn you about one little thing. Make sure that you're in a spot where the bubbles won't be driving everybody else crazy, because lots and lots of bubbles. And it lasts for a really long time. So if you plug it in, you can plug it in and go and have a blast with this. Now, the cool thing about this is there's a way that you can let them know that you saw this on my channel. Just use the code CM Coleman, and it will let them know that you saw this on my channel. If you click the link down in the description, it will take you to that. This was such a cool thing. There is so many things that you can do with this. I am thinking about, and I just thought about this today as I was starting to film this video, bubble yoga. Yeah, doing yoga while having the bubble machine going, it lifts your spirit. Put the right music on and you are ready to go. Can you tell that I'm excited about this? I mean, I was expecting this to just be a bunch of silly fun, but it's more than that. It just made me feel like a kid again. I can honestly say that I recommend this. This is so much fun. Party, get together, whatever you have. really consider getting this. And with the battery pack, or with the adapter, with the batteries built in, or with the adapter, it is great. Now, it does not come with batteries. You will have to buy your own, but that is okay because, like I said, the power adapter makes this wonderful. Plug it into a wonderfully grounded outlet. And the cool part is, you notice that I ran this and the counter is not covered with, you know, things like I've seen bubble makers that actually spit out the bubble juice. Bubble juice? Yeah. Spit that out onto the counter. This didn't. This was great. This was so much fun. And I felt like a kid again with this. I love this. Check this out. It is so much fun. Now, if you have one of these, or if you want to know a little bit more about that, let me know down in the comments. Like I said, this was a blast, and I highly recommend this. So let me know what you think about it, and I hope I get to see you again next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can share it. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos on this channel. I love making these videos for you, and I hope I get to see you again next time.